Hello, welcome. My name is Chief Thief. Today I will be coming at you with some Age of Empires 3 multiplayer online computer game gameplay strategy. So I'm going to make a few changes to the deck. The last thing we did is we took out some weird things I had, and I think it's time to make some other adjustments. So my question is with this hand infantry, hand cavalry attack. I think it could make Hussars really good. But I'm wondering if there are things that are better. Let me just make a new one from scratch. We'll call this one really, well, let's think before we even do this. Really, what are the situations I run into as Sweden? There's the double barracks situation where you're getting hard pressed in Age 2. Then there's the Age 3 timing where you're trying to shut down someone who's going to like Age 4, because that's what everybody does these days. So I think the Age 2 situation is closer to these lines where you have the leather cannons, and ideally what I think I'm learning is that as Sweden you don't want to make any of your own leather cannons. You want to send the foundry and the one leather cannon and then the two leather cannons for 150 food. And then you want to keep those alive and be useful with them. Now, am I good at that? No, I lose them terribly every time, but you don't want to be making your own leather cannons. So one thing I sort of want to analyze is this, like, how long does it take for this to pay off? And it's hard to make that calculation with a card shipment or home city shipment. So I don't know. Let's just think about this in terms of an Age 2 defense deck. I think an Age 2 defense deck, I send the gold you need to go up, the wood. I feel like when I send this things don't go as well. The cannons are useful. What I think is missing is skirmishers. You basically have to use crossbows, and there's no crossbow shipment. Like, a crossbow shipment for Sweden would be so good. It'd be broken. I think that's why they don't have it. So the question is, are one of these mercenaries worth it? These two cards are so weird, because it's just like, there's nothing that this is useful for except pikemen. Like, which have saved me a number of times. So maybe we'll keep these. But the question is, would some skirmishers save me more? And I think the answer is yes, for sure. And then the other question is, would having two copper mines that I can put in a safe position to put torps on save me? I think what we have here is basically like a good Hussar opening deck. You open Hussars, which hopefully gets them on the back foot, and you have some defense, and you can go up to Age 3, and then you've got all this stuff in Age 3. In Age 3 I don't think there's anything I want to change. Maybe this. Is there anything better than that? Halberdiers. Is there some kind of way that I could be using, turning all my pikemen into halberdiers and winning? I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing. This improves Hussars as well. The thing is, this makes Black Riders way better. Like, way better. Because Black Riders, I think they have 40 damage, so 15% more of that would bring it up to let's see, 10% would be 4, so 6 more damage. 46 times 3 against heavy cavalry. 46 times 3 is like, it's like 150 damage a shot with Black Riders, and then with upgrades, it gets crazy. So I think I'll keep that. I think there's nothing to change here except maybe the giant grenadiers actually, but they've been useful before. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave this the way it is. I think the giant grenadiers are actually pretty good for getting some siege in. Yeah, okay. And they're kind of good against, they're weirdly good against cavalry. I'm not quite sure why. So, yeah, I just never send these. But I'm doing the Hussar opening more now, so now is when I'd start using it. And then the other thing I would definitely want to do is I think I'm going to switch this out for 2 heavy cannons. I think that's the way to do it. Because there's a situation in Sweden where it's in age 3 and you've got a ton of torps and you've got enough to age up, and I think this gives you the power spike that you need. What is this? Okay, that's pretty good actually. Okay, so there is a way to make these your Hussars and Hecapelids super good. Let's save this. Let's make a full-on Hussar deck. What do they call? It's a Perkele. Oh, we can't do that. Okay, so this is going to be our dedicated Hussar deck. Okay, Jaegers, Black Riders. This, we need these 2 things, we need this, we need this. What am I, we need that. There's something else I'm forgetting here. There is just 5 Hussars. Okay. And then we'll do boom, boom, boom. Wasn't there something else that upgraded? Oh, no, just the 2 heavy cannons. So this should make our Hussars and Hecapulets pretty strong. This deck. It just takes time though. And we're missing the giant Grenadiers. But actually our like pikemen will be really strong as well, so that would supply us with. Do we want this? Speed? No. Okay, so this will be dedicated Hussar deck. And then this we will make not dedicated Hussars, because I think the normal thing to do is you open with Hussars and then they usually just die, and you don't want to like make many more of them. And so I think what we're going to add in is Vasa allies for some skirmish potential in Age 2 beyond just crossbows. And then there's this. We could do this. That would also be good for getting Age 2 pressured. I think this will be our Age 2 getting Age 2 pressured deck. And then the final question would be, what about an anti-cancer, anti-like fast industrial, anti-Dutch, anti-USA, so like anti-cancer, create 3 villagers, if we're being super cancers, we could switch this out for that. I never send blueberries, but this could be game winning. Let's do it. Okay, anti-cancer. We want to go up to Age 3. Maybe raid with those. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to design an anti-cancer deck. Maybe like that. This. This and this. This and this. And then this. 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 That. Maybe this. And if we're doing that, we might as well. I wonder, do these count as grenadiers? I don't know, actually. I think probably not. Got that. Probably, yeah, maybe upgrade torps as well. Anything that upgrades torps we'd want in this deck. So that would be like blackberries or whatever. This. This. Is there anything else that upgrades your torps? We could do these copper mines maybe, but let's just make sure there aren't any other torp upgrades. No. Got that. I don't know if this is worth it. Mines last longer. Seems a little excessive. If we're upgrading our Corollians, might as well do it right. Maybe the copper mines? That seems really questionable. In many different ways. But I guess if I'm like for sure dealing with like Italy or something, even though they got nerfed, lol, JK. At one point I was looking at this and thought these were in Age 2, 17 Caribs in Age 2. They're like good against villagers and stuff. It's like, what? I was like literally getting all excited and then I was like, oh wait, no, that's Age 3. If there's a way, I wonder if there's a way to like get up to Age 3 super early as Sweden. Cause that could be like really nasty. But yeah. Otherwise I don't see it ever using that. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna call it here, because I don't think I'm ever gonna use that. I think we're gonna be using this and this. I feel dirty doing Colonial Militia. But it is what it is. And I think these Vasa allies will come in useful. And I was basically never using these things. Like, in Age 2, for Age 2 pressure, this is basically the deck for I'm getting pressured. This is the deck for dedicated Hussar and Hakapolit antics. Sort of. But I feel like this can also be the Age 3 timing. I don't know if there's like some hard timing, but like basically do something in Age 2, sort of like semi-fast fortress deck. This can like also serve as that, even though we have these two things now. Even though we got rid, I don't think these two things were like contributing to that at all, so. Yeah. What's the attack of a Hussar? Let me check really quick. No, wait. AoE3 Hussar. It does 30 damage, so 15% more on that is, it's not like crazy, but it would add up in multipliers, so yeah, okay. Perkele is going to be our cavalry situation. Is there another? No, okay, that's all the gold you can get. What's this do? Alright. Dalecarlian Rebellion. I don't think that's good. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I'm gonna upload another video because I think next up we're playing Spain. I've played about 100 games of Sweden. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm nowhere near ready to make a tutorial yet. But we're gonna start adding Spain into the mix because I'm getting a little sick of Sweden. It's been about, like I said, it's been about 100 games of nothing but Sweden. So, yeah. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.